What is up, my beautiful ninjas? How you doing today? So ninjas, my SSD broke and I lost like almost all the files that I had on my computer. That was fun. So with that being said, it's finally time to start making some progress in Natlan.
Xilonen, I brought the person who needs an ancient name.
Does she have glitter on her thighs or am I smoking?
She's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from her. I can vouch that she's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
Jesus Christ, those eyes are beautiful, bruh.
Wait, are you Outlanders?
Yes, I'm a foreigner.
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound.
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I could have found a plot device to get back somehow.
And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills. But I seem to understand where the true difficulty lies now.
Are you upset?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time.
Yeah, she was about to crash out on Moika.
Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset. After all, she must have known that forging an ancient name for an Outlander is an impossible task.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors inherit it. We forge ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
Wait a minute, so you saying I ain't done no hero activities? I don't know, I'm a little bit offended by this. I've got plenty of deeds under my belt though.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
I mean, y'all ain't got no telescopes or nothing you can't see?
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to think that this whole isolation thing y'all been got going on is kind of holding you back. You can't even bless the immigrants. What are you doing?
Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Seems the Wyab don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Moika, of all people, should know better than anyone, yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient name to me.
Oh, Paimon gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible. Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Xilonen just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby.
Huh? How the hell is that productive? Shouldn't she be making?
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
Well, what else can I do? What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon.
I mean, all I gotta do is become a citizen and then help somebody, right?
If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Maybe that's just how she and the Archon trust each other.
Yeah! Let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can't make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
Kachina, I love you, but that ain't gonna solve a damn thing. We got sit here for a reason.
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Bruh, you wanna go back to the abyss? Nah, bruh, I'm good.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
Would we need to gain the acknowledgement of all 6 Waya? Bruh, really? This sounds like a lot of work. Why does nobody know me?
I don't know. That requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Xilonen at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Eats to Lead.
Oh yeah, the Granny Tsundere lady.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name. A person who can make something like that must be pretty impressive. I'm unsure she'd be able to help.
Still, she's older now and quite eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her, given that she's constantly holed up in her room and doesn't like to be disturbed. I've heard that to get her help, you have to be extremely patient with her and know how to keep her spirit up.
I mean, I don't know, we barely even speak in the game. Kinda seems like it'd be pretty easy to be patient if you can't even talk.
I hate to break it to you, but...
She probably won't be very happy with us.
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Well, yeah. At the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into 2. Huh?
Great going, Moeka. We're already off to a rocky start here. In that case, I guess your only option is to try to emphasize that this is an important order from the Pyro Archon. Hopefully, Xilonen would still want to show respect to the Archon.
Damn, bro, we done saved all these nations, and the only way to give respect is to invoke the name of God. I'm starting to feel a little undermined here.
I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Oh, let's ask Kanich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Wait a minute, does that mean I'm gonna get some Mahal screen time?
Paimon sure hopes Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
Nah, that's my boy. You leave him alone. He just got a lot on his mind, bruh.
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Great. Then I'll go contact him right now.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
You mean me? Your ass is gonna glide everywhere.
We meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Masters of the Nightwind and convince Xilonen to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich. It's just that you're probably the only person who knows how to deal with her.
It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon's plan, after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
I mean, I don't think I would be here if I didn't know something.
Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memory suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything when we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom. Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Xilonen is one of 4 that have already been acknowledged.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Ororon, and he also hails from the Masters of the Nightwind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe.
What is he, some kind of forest nomad or something?
That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Xilonen finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Well, I mean, it'd probably been a little bit easier to notice if she didn't spend all of her time in a room or something.
Lali knows him too?
That's right. Ororon was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life.
Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Nightwind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Ororon, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
I'm not even gonna lie, Xilonen kind of seems like the most normal person in the nation so far.
That's right. So in that sense, Ororon and Citlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Citlali could be the first one to notice Ororon's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Ororon joined the Fatui voluntarily, or if he was coerced.
Wait a minute, he's in league with the Russians?
Citlali is probably eager to prove that Ororon hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk with her.
Oh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Ororon and the captain's whereabouts?
Yes. If you're all on board with the idea, then it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Citlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus and not get distracted by the whole Ororon situation.
Good idea. This way we can get 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
This is a pretty well thought out plan, as expected of Molly Poke Hanich. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Citlali can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Sure. I'll head out right away.
Wait a minute, 2 days? I need it right now.
Take care out there, Kanich. I'll be heading back as well. There's still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Gotta wait 2 whole days to get in preparation to meet a grandmother. This is ridiculous.
Hey, Xilonen, how's everything going?
Oh, hi, Traveler and Paimon. I have bad news. Citlali did not reply to our request, although I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Wait a minute, we got left on red? Bro, how much charisma do we need to talk to this woman?
Huh? You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanich a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response.
So does she even know we're trying to reach her then?
But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go! Paimon doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
I don't think I've ever felt this insignificant before.
Well, we tried to be as considerate as we could, but she's under no obligation to help.
So what's the plan now? Do we just kick open the door?
That might be true, but this is still a request from the Pyro Archon, right? Shouldn't a subject always answer the call of their Archon?
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon.
I think you forgot this is the family nation, Paimon.
Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Of everybody? I thought it was just you, but I can tell.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with. Unlike that old hag Granny Eatstily, right? Does she think she can ignore us just because she's famous?
Wait a minute, the first shot that we see of Citlali is her feet.
You all talk about her like she's some kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could at least let us know.
Oh, we're so cooked, aren't we?
If that's what aging does to you, Paimon never wants to get old.
You're probably actually low-key the oldest person of the entire game so far.
Oh, really? So, that's how you see me?
Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come on, relax. I'm sure my bark's worse than my bite.
Huh? Citlali.
Huh?
Wait, you're Citlali? You're Granny Eatstily?
Yes, Granny Eatstly. But emphasis on Eatstly, not Granny.
I didn't even get a lot on ninjas. I actually always thought she was really pretty. Like, that model work is actually insane.
You must know this trope from light novels, surely. They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid.
Wait a minute, nah, bro, this can't be real. She's aware of her own anime trope, are you serious?
Oh, wipe that look off your face. You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age? Okay, well, don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
So Lolly's a constant reminder to always wear sunscreen.
Did I forget to mention, she's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young.
And you were complaining about the Pyro Archon leaving things out.
It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I don't know about this, Xilonen. I kind of feel like you're starting to hold out on me at first.
I'm sorry. So, how old are you actually?
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Yeah, but what happened to gender equality?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you, it's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now she's putting more and more of her foot in her mouth. Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well, you were gonna leave us out to dry.
It was my idea to invite you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
All right. I was only joking. I didn't mean to chastise anyone. There's really no need to take all this so seriously. If anything, I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, "Understood." Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No?
No! How the heck was I supposed to know to even be here if you didn't tell me anything? This is the most uppity old lady I've ever seen.
But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the house. It certainly was a bit awkward to see that everyone else had arrived before me.
Oh, so you admit that you were late then, I see.
At first, I was thinking of quietly sneaking over, but since you were already here waiting for me, I started to think about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me.
What do you mean by you all? Now, I was just the imp over there, but I love the Natlan facial expression so much.
Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not like I owed you an explanation anyway.
The hell you didn't? You left me on red for 2 days? Yeah, I'm with Xilonen.
What's with that expression?
It's called tension, Paimon.
Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh, or even more rude not to laugh? Let me just do something. Open up your mouth.
When the Masters of the Night Wind say they struggle dealing with her, I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems a little forced.
Wait a minute, so we're all just stopping the conversation to think to ourselves? This might be the longest awkward silence I've ever seen.
Anyway, Xilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
I see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient name for an Outlander. Well, that would be a first. And you've also heard all about Ororon. I must say, he's always been a good kid. I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Dude, what could possibly be used as leverage against the man that lives in the woods? What are you gonna do, burn the forest? We'll know once we find him.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Ororon back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
I suppose I'll just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
What do you mean, you suppose? That's the only thing anybody ever calls me. Well, except my days of being a swordfish for the cocoa. You hand holding already? I mean, wait, oh, this is serious. My bad. Chromatic aberration. I'm scared.
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts. Yet again and again, You've braved them to find new worlds.
I mean, Bail for Thunder, are you talking about the Shogun? Yeah, the Prime Minister almost killed me a couple times, but it be Dajobu.
A weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your happiness and safe passage.
Oh, the Hida! Yeah, the weak kid's my friend. Excuse me, what was that supposed to be? Lumi, do you not understand this?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night.
Why do you sound so serious about this?
Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Ah, shoo!
Huh?
That should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body. No need to worry. I've just cleared out the last of them.
Wait a minute, I had dead people on me the whole time and I didn't even know? More importantly, how do you even see them? Yo, I'm kind of nervous right now.
Isn't that kinda like having part of a ghost come back with you?
It's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Thank you, I suppose.
It was nothing.
I don't think having ghost-busting powers in your fingers is nothing, but go on ahead.
Xilonen, let's follow your proposal. Once you've brought Ororon back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wyab of the tribes?
Something this important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from our lands. The Lord of the Night is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night Kingdom, constantly borrowing the power of the sacred flame to combat corrosion from the abyss.
Oh, so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wyab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the Lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
Not exactly. It's not so much that one's more powerful than the other. But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain.
No, I'm ready to listen. Go ahead, please.
Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream. But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are to hold a ceremony to achieve the state of the trance. I'll make a list. Can any of you get everything for me?
What is this, some sort of cosmic shopping list?
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Oh, damn, Xilonen, I almost kind of forgot you were even here, to be honest.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Ororon.
Phew, the Fatui are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any help, just come find me.
Can we go shopping together? I just want to hold hands with the Melanin lady.
Yep, we'll be sure to play it safe.
All right, now it's time for us to catch that brat and bring him back. I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by Ororon's place to look for clues.
Yo, I kind of forget that Genshin doesn't have cell phones. Like, you still gotta communicate by birds and stuff.
He has always lived alone, and I found a broken jar in his house. There was also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnayan arms.
Wait a minute, so he was kidnapped?
Oh, sounds like the Fatui broke into his house and took him hostage.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with him?
I don't know, maybe he's some kind of advanced bargaining chip or something.
That's not to say that I believe he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here.
Wait a minute, so which one are we doing first? Are we getting Ororon or are we getting my name?
I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie though, more Lolly screen time is okay with me, so either way is fun.
You can count on us!
All right, then let's start by heading to where Ororon was seen last.
Yeah, it's time to go pillage nature. And alright, my ninjas, that's gonna be it for this video. But I hope you enjoyed just as much as I enjoyed making it for your ass, man. I think I'm gonna start breaking stuff down into parts so I can keep the uploads up more often. I mean, it's not like I miss you or anything. Subscribe to become one of my ninjas, join to become one of my Ambu, and I will see you in the next video. Ninjas out.